All right, everybody, welcome back to another fantastic live episode of the AFC Northcast. That's right, you heard me correctly. Live episode of the AFC Northcast. We're live right now on Facebook, we're live on Twitch, we're live on YouTube. Come get some, come enjoy it with us, come tell us your shitty takes, and we'll tell you how shitty they really are. And let's converse. So join us live right now. Well, obviously you can't right now if you're listening to it in the future. So future you, come join us next time you get a chance to. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Come check us out. And yeah, thanks, Joey. Yeah, join the conversation with us live. It's good stuff. It's good fun. With that, this week, NFL Week 6. We're going to do the review of NFL Week 6. I'll get my bearings straight eventually. I just took the last week off, so.
Well, Justin's a little rusty. It's a rest versus rust situation.
Exactly right.
When we preview Week 6, I promise to get all the scores right.
Exactly.
How about that?
So, yeah. NFL Week 6. How about that, guys? How about that stuff?
Great week. Maybe the best week.
Yeah, for some of us. Maybe not for others. I don't know. And by others, I mean one of us. But first, let's do the typical kind of round the NFL. Any interesting news that you guys have to report? Because me being completely blind to social media and news, because I don't play with that shit. What's going on?
So the Rams have been busy today, like starting at 4:30 this afternoon. So the first chip that fell was some Marcus Peters rumors started floating around Ravens Twitter. Slowly they got confirmed. It looks like Marcus Peters has a trade to the Baltimore Ravens for Kenny Young, inside linebacker, and a 5th-round draft pick. So that's, the Ravens, they stockpile picks. So I'm super down for this. I think Marcus Peters becomes a luxury. Obviously, the Ravens had already pretty much decided that Kenny Young was not the answer. He was inactive last week, the week before last against the Steelers, healthy scratch. So they're doing some interesting things on the defense, considering some of the other injuries that happened this week, and I'll touch on some of those. But I'm down for Marcus Peters. I think he's better than most teams in the NFL's third, at the very least, corner. Even fourth. It allows the Ravens to have a rotation like last year again, even before Jimmy Smith comes back. And then the Rams traded 2 firsts and a 4th to the Jacksonville Jaguars for Jalen Ramsey.
Ooh.
So pretty much the Rams got rid of Marcus Peters and upgraded him to slapped the upgrade button to Jalen Ramsey, which is a pretty significant upgrade.
Big time.
I like Marcus Peters, but
yeah. Chad, lost in all of this, the Browns traded Austin Corbett to the Rams for an undisclosed draft pick.
This is me just hearing about this just now. So,
what? Isn't he like their starting something?
No.
Like right guard?
No. I don't know.
Dude, I'm looking that up right now.
The Browns, I was about to say, I thought that they were not using him, right? Because you had Cush and what's his name? Batonio as the guards, right?
Did Cush just get hurt?
He got hurt last game, but he came back in the middle of the game. So it's hurt is like, I don't know, subjective. I don't know how to even say it, right? Yeah, he was out for like a play or two, right? So, and then he came right back in.
You're right. He was supposed to maybe compete for a starting job, but he didn't win.
Exactly. And I think he was actually listed as like a 3rd stringer this year or something like that. But he was a 1st round, maybe 2nd round draft pick last year, I want to say. So giving up too early on him, I don't know. Faith in John Dorsey? Yes. However, the offensive line, I don't know, is the spot where we are looking to get rid of people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's somewhere that you would want,
Right.
that we want to bolster right now as much as possible. And with Kendall Lamb still out, which I'm not saying that he's a superstar or a stud or anything like that. Like, we're running thin. So I don't know, man. In Dorsey, I trust, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. The Ravens also, I mean, it's not like inside linebacker is a strength for them. I think the biggest obvious difference is the Ravens got a player back that theoretically could help them win this year, whereas the Browns, for trading away from a weakness, get an investment in the future. And
Right.
so that's the
It's
big
both
difference.
fine. I mean, you guys weren't using either player. Kenny Young was
Right.
inactive last week, and 2 weeks ago, and this past week he was active but played, count them, 0 snaps. He played 0 snaps because you know who played instead? 2 guys that they just brought in, including
2 weeks
one
ago,
that the
yeah.
Steelers cut. Like, I mean, like, he was bad. And for the record, listeners, this is when you get the rewards of listening. Who's been saying Kenny Young stinks since the preseason? This guy. Kenny Young stinks. And the Ravens figured it out. He is not a good football player. He made a really nice hit one time in the preseason. Thanks for the memories. But you know who else stinks? Marcus Peters. I hope he plays so many snaps all the time.
He's going to be fresh.
Energized.
So
right?
one theory going around, which I don't know how big a fan I am of it, is that so Brandon Carr played a little bit of safety this week. And one theory is that having Marcus Peters come in will allow Brandon Carr to play more safety. But the Ravens are playing around with a lot of different things, limiting linebacker snaps and doing a lot with this constantly more depleted secondary every single week.
Whatever gets Marcus Peters on the field, man. Honestly, if you wanted a guy to give up double moves every game, we would have given you Artie Burns for a 5th round pick. Honestly,
Artie Burns just had a good game.
Artie.
Oh, did you guys just freeze? Damn it. They just froze on me. I guess I'm by myself for the next couple of seconds. If this is still live. I think he was about to say that Artie Burns was all right.